All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last live stream of February. Um, on the panel, I have with me so far Blarg and Neil. And I see that Aaron is up. And hello, Tuna Man. How's it going? And war, what is it good for? I think absolutely nothing, right?
Well, yeah.
Um, So, welcome everyone. So, the topic for today is about the war in Iran. And I say war. Oh, looks like someone's joining us. Oh,
Hi, everybody.
hello, Serge. How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, going great. It's a gorgeous Saturday here in Canada. Yeah,
Well,
I guess you seem to have less of an issue with
it seems to
the
be
audio
connecting
now.
just by itself now.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So
you're
I
going to
was
get hung
just
up
going
on.
to. Was that?
You're going to get hung up on. We'll end in 2 minutes if you don't say yes.
So, like I said, oh no, I have the wrong one. Sorry, and I have to say I'm gonna stay in the call. So, some people will say it's a war. Not everyone, apparently. So let me see if I can.
How do you square the no war promise with the potential?
Hold on. I'll do it like this.
I think there's a technical term for it.
It's some sort of action, not a war.
So I don't know if you guys know the guy on the right. He's he can't. Oh, something Jennings. I forget now. It's
But
and
not Ken Jennings.
no,
That's
and
Jeopardy
for a
Day.
while, I thought maybe he was related to the journalist Peter Jennings, but it's not. I think it's like Scott Jennings maybe, but he's like uh, basically the what CNN puts there to represent the right wing. Excuse me. So here's what he says about quote unquote the war in Iran.
Of a protracted war.
Well, first of all, the president has consistently, over the course of his entire public life, said he will never permit the Iranian regime to have a nuclear weapon. That's why he took action
Okay, Scott Jennings. So he's a senior political commentator.
last summer, and that's part of the reason he took action today. So I don't see this as him starting a war. I see this as a preventative measure to prevent a war against the largest state sponsor of terror in the world. My view is
So it wasn't a war. It was just a preventative measure.
I
Yeah, so
So
we
hate it
better
when they
shoot
say
them
stuff like that.
first before they go to war with us.
yes. Uh, and the other thing that I've heard is Luke is on. The other thing that I've heard them say is that the attack by Iran is an unprovoked attack, because who knows what provoked those attacks? It was unprovoked.
It's
Hey,
fucking
Ook,
pathetic.
Certainly wasn't
how's
the
it going?
bombings, was it?
I punched the other guy first to prevent the fight.
Oh, having a bit of
I'm not
hard
sure
time
what's
hearing
going
you.
on with Ook there. I don't know if he knows he's on.
You with us, Luke?
Yep, yep, yep.
We're just
Slowly.
Oh, is it?
weren't sure we
But
had you.
yeah, it's just double speak. It's like
Yeah.
no, it's not a war. It's just a preventive measure. No, they made an unprovoked attack.
Well,
So
see, it goes back to what I said a few months ago. Trump's going to start a real war so he can stay in for a third or fourth term.
It does
It's
work.
fascist
yeah.
playbook.
Well, and also it kind of keeps people from asking what is going on with those Epstein files.
Yeah, And why the fuck are you making the rest of the world dissolve treaties that have been around for fucking since the end of World War II? The Five Eyes agreement is gone.
Yeah.
The
In
early
some ways, I
warning
don't
system.
miss that in a little bit because that kind of obliged Australia to tell America everything that we knew, and
Yeah,
yeah, at the moment they're not exactly what you call the world's most trustworthy.
where actually they're rethinking because Canada's pulled out. Trump kicked Canada out, and Australia's rethinking the whole American
UK
alliance.
hasn't really been in it for a while.
No,
We say
but
we are, but we haven't.
they still share early warning
Yeah,
things like
there's still bits going
missiles.
on, but
Yeah, the full intelligence sharing isn't there anymore. Never was really.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would imagine
it's not been there since 2012.
if there was something extraordinary happening, that they would share it with the U.S. But there's no longer a formal agreement,
Well,
and of
Canada
course
and
the U.S. isn't sharing,
yeah,
right?
and I mean
Um,
Trump's kicked out. It was all Trump. He kicked out Canada and what was the other? What's the other thing that Australia's doing? Their bloody AUKUS. They've reassessed the nuclear submarines we were going to get built in the US.
Oh,
They're now
yeah,
going
the
to
other
build them
countries are
here.
wondered when
now
that was going to happen.
are going to be very reluctant to use any U.S. equipment, right,
Oh
for their
yeah,
defense.
Yeah,
you just can't trust that the US equipment will be there when you need it,
Yeah,
or that they won't use it to. They won't throw there's the Joint Strike Fighter that Australia has been forking a whole pile of money into as well. Um, yeah, the America does want to have a essentially a kill switch
yeah.
available somewhere in it that they can just turn it off and it's dead in the water, well, in the air, as the case may be.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I think any country would want that, right? If they're selling the arms, they would want to make sure it doesn't get used against them. But there's a limit, when you're selling it to your allies,
Yeah, it's
to put
exactly
those
right.
kind of
Sell it
things
to
in
your
there.
allies, and you go, yeah, that's not exactly the action of an ally.
Well, so just going back to the war in Iran, I, I think independent of what we might think in regard to how it got done, um, ultimately what was happening over there is that the regime there was doing horrible things to their people. I mean, the kind of things that Trump has done against people who protest against ICE pales in comparison to what they've done, right? They've killed, I mean, countless people. And Trump had said that, he had, I guess, given a warning to the regime that if they attack protesters, that he would do something. He didn't say anything specific, and he pretty much let it happen for a long time. And I've seen a lot of people who were upset that the U.S. wasn't doing anything in regard to what was happening there. And there were relatively few people who was even saying anything about the kind of atrocities that were happening there. So, I mean, ultimately, the U.S. took an action, and maybe they could have done some other things. I'm not sure what else that they could have done, but they took military action. I think in previous administration, non-MAGA administrations, non-Trump administration, they would not have gone and attacked and endangered, innocent lives. No matter what you may say about the regime, the children, their children, and spouses, etc. Um, those are technically, innocent lives, and also, I don't know the details, but I imagine there were civilians that were hurt during the operation as well. So, in a sense, they took an action, and I would imagine it must have stopped the kind of things that are happening there, and this is an opportunity for the Iranians to possibly, rebel and take over the government. Of course, it harkens back to when the U.S. Tried to help the Shah, right, and tried to stand up a puppet government, and the people responded to that, and it didn't benefit the U.S. So, just to take out the existing or make a military strike doesn't necessarily mean it's going to end up well for the U.S. or the rest of the country, right? This is just
I
throwing,
should point out,
using a hammer to just break
Brit-
things up.
yeah, Britain
Right, yeah.
hasn't had its best. It's reliving our history in Iran, because we're the ones who prevented a peaceful changeover of power back at the last Shah was going to be overthrown, and
Yeah,
we Brits
you
helped.
guys, you
Yeah,
guys in the CIA wanted the oil.
yeah. And then the Americans screwed us over on it, and we let the revolution continue.
Well, and the other thing
It's
to keep in mind here is that this wasn't just U.S. going and attacking. This was with Israel,
yeah.
and so
Israel was used as the base,
yeah,
and
yeah.
to also help cover what Israel's doing in their region at the moment.
I'm
Not
since
just Gaza,
Speaker of
but West
Truth
Bank as well.
is late, I am really upset. I was waiting for Speaker of Truth to show up, and he is so late. Just kidding, Speaker. Thanks
You're
for
late,
coming on.
Speaker.
And
You're late.
yeah, and you're not that late. We really had just started discussing this, but yeah, it's like, I mean, it kind of, it kind of questions the the motivations of the U.S. doing this. Is it because these horrible things were going on, and therefore U.S. is taking action because they're going to do something about the injustice that's going on, or is it Israel basically telling the U.S., hey, go after Iran? You can use this as an excuse to get rid of or attack the government there.
Mutual, I think. It's a mutual excuse for both of them. Both have wanted to hit Iran for a while.
Yeah.
Um, and Israel was worried about Iran's influence in like Syria and Lebanon and Jordan as well, to some extent.
Yeah, the question is going
So
to come down to what is going to happen now. What are the ramifications?
it depends what Iran does.
Yeah. So
If they
if
just sit
Iran,
tight,
yeah,
if they sit tight, then not much will change.
yeah,
But if they pull all the stops out, if they go after anyone other than the US, that's the worry that
what
the
they're
UK
going,
has at the moment.
Yeah. So
They've only been targeting US and Israeli bases in the Middle East at the moment.
yeah, right. Just bases, right? They haven't gone
Yep.
after civilians, for example, and it's not been that long. So let's say a month from now, if they attack the U.S. soil or attack U.S. civilian aircrafts or anything like that, then what?
Or the US fakes one. That's the worrying thing is as false flags.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where there's going to be a lot of
because
conspiracies coming
it's a
out
good excuse to do a false
if
flag.
something like that occurs. What is going on here? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it
don't
is
know.
a bit of an ugly situation.
Oh, for some reason I can't shoot.
Sorry, what's the problem? He's dropped off.
We lost South at your end. I think we've
Yes,
lost
whatever.
Q briefly there.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
he's
I
back.
had a little bit of interruption in
Oh, he's
my
back.
network connection. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, great. Okay. Yep. So sorry, I missed what I think, Blog, maybe you may have been speaking.
I was just asking what the problem was that you were thinking, and then I saw you dropped off. But I was also saying it is a bit of a shit situation. But it does really seem like Trump is enjoying flexing the muscles of the US, and that is a bad path to be taking because the more he does it, the more he likes it.
Well, so it started with Venezuela.
Which
It
started with
was,
those boats.
yeah, but the
Yeah.
attack on the country Venezuela, I guess
Yeah,
directly on their soil, went well, right? In the sense that the U.S. military might basically overwhelm them, and everything worked without any casualties that we know of on our side. So now it's happened again where U.S. was able to have a successful military strike. No one got on signal to, leak anything, and they were able to kill a bunch of the heads of the government. So it went well, and I think you're right. Trump does enjoy that and is enjoying it, and it makes him look like a strong man, something
yeah,
that he
which is the thing he
wants to be.
wants.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it is a scary thing. But the problem is here, it's the same because remember, it used to be a thing where you'd assassinate presidents and prime ministers.
yep,
That used to be back in the Cold War. That was a thing.
yep,
But people stopped doing it because the problem with it is that when you do it,
yeah,
you say, "Okay, this is fair game,"
yeah.
and yeah, all of a sudden, what was no go and had been no go since I don't know when was the last time someone assassinated a world leader. It's
You
been a
mean
long time.
besides Putin?
Yeah,
I mean
well,
besides Putin doing something, maybe not world leader, but certainly uh, people
he
outside of his jurisdiction.
yeah, but as a general rule, assassination became yes considered a really bad form from just about everybody short of the pariah states. And
Well, and even
but
the
yeah,
pariah states wouldn't do it because they know what the ramifications are.
yeah. So now though, it's basically changed the world order to say, well, game on.
Well,
And
what will change, is if Iran goes and attacks U.S. like U.S. civilians and is significant.
yeah,
Then what are all the MAGA going to say? They're going to say, we need to go and invade Iran and, change their regime.
yeah.
And I don't
But
know if they're going to have the stomach to have U.S. troops go in.
Well, it'll be
Oh,
10 times worse than Iraq was.
I don't know. It won't be a
Yeah.
And
war.
that was with.
It'll be just a police activity or something.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, the U.S., because of their military might, they can go in and, they can do another Iraq, right? Where they can go in and essentially win. But then what happens afterwards?
yeah, you create a freaking disaster like what happened in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan,
You
yeah.
know, yeah, it just creates a power vacuum, and you can't force. It's a problem with democracy. Democracy is the most fragile form of government, and it requires that the people want it. You can't
Okay,
enforce.
wait.
You can't,
Sorry, I just had this thought when I was talking. Um, so now that Trump has gotten this taste of just attacking countries left and right, I'm just thinking he might just go after like North Korea, right? If Kim Jong Un, doesn't, if he does anything, I guess the good thing is that Kim Jong Un is smart enough to stay quiet and isn't really doing anything overt against the U.S. And there isn't this thing that like Iran had against with Israel, but if something happens in North Korea and Trump might just go, hey, let's just bomb them, get rid of Kim Jong Un.
yeah, there's a bit of a one that definitely will get hairier if he does that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, that would be really scary. I mean, to me, that's scarier than Iran,
Oh
because I
yeah,
think North Korea would send missiles into Seoul, and
oh
potentially
yeah, definitely,
they could.
and across to Japan,
Yeah,
and I think they can hit Guam from North Korea as well.
yeah, yeah. And someone like Kim Jong Un would do that, right? He
Yeah,
wouldn't care if he thought he was gonna die
Well, not just
anyway.
him, but his council of generals.
Yeah, yeah. That would be scary. I mean, I think that's very far fetched. But the issue really is kind of Trump having a taste of
yeah,
these military wins.
yeah. Just go in and assassinate. Use the military to assassinate world leaders or kidnap them,
Yeah.
and um, and then force regime change with Trump loyalists is essentially what he's trying to do,
I mean,
and that
considering
would not work.
how he was able to go into Venezuela and just pull out Maduro. I feel like the U.S. has whatever technology or whatever that they may have to go in and just take out or kidnap Kim Jong Un
But
and bring him back,
who
and
who in
because
Iran
That's a harder
could
one,
could he
though,
put
isn't it?
up?
what was that?
Because
I was going to say,
Venezuela, you've got an opposition there ready and waiting. But Iran, there is no
Well,
opposition.
I just mean more in terms of like being able to go into a country and just make the surgical strike and pull out the leader. Um, I mean, I guess you could say Iran might be a little bit harder would have been harder depending on the distance to into Tehran, but I feel like with North Korea, just from a distance point of view, maybe they could have done it. I'm not sure. So, but I just feel like it's something that uh, now, from Trump's point of view, he doesn't have to. The toolkit in his diplomacy, quote unquote diplomacy, is much larger. So whether it's North Korea or any of the other kind of, other states, he can go and just bully them, and basically he can threaten military strikes. Uh, Whereas for previous presidents, any one of them threatening military strikes would have been less believable. But with Trump now, he with these two, quote unquote wins, I feel like he could do that, right?
There's little stopping it. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I
That's
think all we have is just, time
yeah.
for us to kind of wait and figure out how Iran is going to respond. They might just kind of sit back and not do anything because they don't want to make things worse. But they might just want to go all out. I don't know.
Well, it's actually given them what they need to, you know, be the government in charge in Iran, because they've been dealing with all these protests against who's in charge, and now suddenly America has given them an enemy to point at, saying all these people are bombing you. You know, help us. We'll sort out what the problems are later. Let's take out the Americans first.
Yeah. By the way, this happened.
So it's strengthening the government, really.
Yeah, this happened during in the last military strike against Maduro. But someone made a bet that of U.S. strike on Iran, and they were funded in the last 24 hours, specifically bet for February 28th, and bought yes hours before the strike. So it seems clear that it's someone with insider knowledge.
Yeah, but remember, it's not illegal to get into these bets. They want it to be really like it's part of the thing. If you have insider knowledge, that's not. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not dodgy. And you go, yeah. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of an annoying thing.
but this also happened right before the Maduro strike too. So um, yeah,
Are they the
it's
advance and whatnot shell companies again?
oh, whoops, what happened there?
Ooh, where have we got a symbol of just Q on?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Oh, I think that's some kind of duplicate. Yeah. Um, I mean, they're definitely playing fast and loose. That administration, they're not taking it seriously. I mean, I guess they. It's not that they're taking it serious. It's just they're behaving with impunity. Um, yeah. Well, anyway, someone made like 1 million or so. So uh, yeah, I'm not sure
Wondering if
what to
there's
say about this.
I wonder if there's a junior after the name.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe
Hey,
someone in. Yeah, go ahead.
hey, Craig. I see we got Craig Kelly joined us. Yes, we're talking
Oh, hey,
about
Craig.
the US
Hello,
going
mate.
to on Iran.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I guess we can all agree that it's a good thing that that theocratic regime has been attacked. I guess. I mean, it's not gone. You know, the head was killed. The head of the state was killed, but that doesn't mean that the regime is gone or that it's changed. I think you have to do a lot more than just kill the head of state. Someone made and I won't show it here, but made a comment. Let me see if I can. And I like that account because it does make some funny points. Let me see if I can find it. Shoot, I should have saved it, or I don't think I even like hit like, or maybe I hit like. Oh, okay, yeah, just okay, so uh, actually, I will show it. Share screen. It's always sad when you see everyone around you getting a regime change when you need it to. Yeah, it takes a little while to figure out what the point is, but yeah,
That is relatively clever.
yeah. Obviously not in a violent way,
I
but
think the Danes have offered to extract Trump and his family. Same way that
what?
happened to Venezuela.
They
Extract. Is,
are
does
they
that
going to
mean
send the hospital boat?
Yeah.
they should? Yeah, a Danish public health hospital boat, and just go, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go, and send it to somewhere like Miami. That seems appropriate.
I just don't know. Yeah, I'm basically turned off from the US. I'm mainly keeping abreast of what's going on in the rest of the world because the US is just a shit pile at the moment, and hopefully it won't cause toxic poisoning to the rest of the world, and it'll just sit there and slowly decay like a good manure pile should.
Well, I mean, the problem is with this attack, it is bringing it to the rest of the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't think there's any good to be done out of going back into the Middle East on a war footing. I mean, fuck, America, you haven't won a war since fucking. You haven't been on the winning side since since World War II. Give it a break.
it is. It
It's
is actually pretty funny that it seems like a success. Like it seems like there's been little in the grand scheme of things that yeah, America has kind of walked over all the enemies, but the end result really wasn't kind of what was hoped for, is it?
no, and by Trump, what he pulled out of Iran, fucking Afghanistan, and that was a complete shit show. Turned back, it's economic and social support for these countries. You can't just go in there and bomb the shit out of it, but then he doesn't care. He wants the oil.
Well, so
Yeah,
if for the war in Iraq, if Bush had just essentially just attacked and not gone into like actual sending in the troops, maybe that could have been counted as a success.
not if you label it a war on terror. There's it doesn't work. You either have to go in and completely cut out the fascist regime, or remove all the terrorists, really hard hitting, or do it the other way where you actually change the minds of the people who support you can't just go in and genocide a whole heap of people anymore. You actually have to offer them social change, political change, health. It's, yeah, hearts and minds and bodies instead of just blowing the shit out of things.
I know
Instead
there
of
is there's a feeling of satisfaction, I suppose, in just blowing the shit out of things. It's simpler.
Yeah.
That the America's very, very good at, better than anywhere else in the world, blowing the shit out of things. You guys have
and
absolutely got that wrapped up.
and it's the thing of, do yeah, it's fun to blow shit. Any person who's actually fired a heavy machine gun knows that it's just there's a little there's a joy that you can't describe in just blowing the shit out of something with heavy ordnance. But there's also a time when you stop, take your finger off the trigger, and go, "Well, that was fun," and I never want to try that at a live target. It's, yeah, more, instead of trying to be the policeman and the force, the enforcers of the world. I think more countries need to start trying to be, trying to think of not a hippie thing, nurturers. I can't think of it. A non-hippie phrase, but yeah, we have to be a bit more nurturing. I see a lot of
Parent-
failure to nurture and failure to educate coming through in Australia now with a lot of the gang and machete violence that's happening in the southern states. And yeah, failure to educate properly, to integrate. You can bring refugees and immigration in, but you need to actually help them integrate into societies, leave their, you know, generations old feuds out of it. And it can be done, but it's just, yeah, we need to pay more attention to social instead of political things.
Well, from a social point of view, and I don't know if you were here, Ook, when I first brought it up, but there were protests going on in Iran, and the government was just massacring the protesters. And for the longest time, U.S. didn't do anything, despite Trump having said that he would. So for some people, this is going to be seen as a positive, that at least the protests, the tax on the protests might not continue, and also perhaps that the people in Iran might rise up and replace the government.
I think the people rising up, yeah, there's ways to instigate that if you're a foreign power.
Yeah,
I don't
and ways generally don't include just bombing the country
bomb in
and
the crap
killing
out
the.
of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Generally, it's a little more subtle than that. Usually,
yeah,
it used to be.
but
If you want to get the hearts and minds of a given country, bombing the country tends not to be the way to do it.
yeah, and especially when you've already bombed the crap out of them and invaded them a few times before, trying to be the to lead the the troops in and say, well, we're going to help you with hospitals and everything. Maybe it's better if another nation does that, not the one that's been kicking the crap out of them and bombing them for the last 20 years or 30 years. Just an idea. Step back. Don't try and, yeah. But all this is so Trump can have more terms. in the White House. It's just
Oh,
that's as far as I can.
there's
That's
a good
the
chance that that's the case.
yeah
And it's to hide the Epstein discussion. Put it on the second page.
yeah. Oh, side note? Did you see what Trump invited the hockey player, the US hockey team for lunch? Did you see what he gave them?
No, I didn't.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
well,
Actually
no, I
gave
didn't
them
see that, but I was
I
just
was
about to
actually
get
going to guess
McDonald's.
that, but I
Yeah,
didn't think that would be the
the,
case.
the look on the face of some of the guys. They open up the wrapper and they, and one guy picks it up and wobbles the bun and it flops around. Just fucking.
There's. Did you see what happened to the women's hockey team though?
No.
There's that American actor. What's his name? Something Tutti. Something.
Oh, and a
I can't remember
rapper
his name, but
as well. Yeah.
he
Aiko, what?
basically took them all out for a snap-up dinner, a proper, expensive Milanese restaurant dinner. So they're tucking into like steak and lobster and oysters, the lot, with expensive wines, while their male counterparts are getting cold McDonald's. It's just mental.
it is. It is absolutely bloody pathetic.
Stanley Tucci, that was it.
Oh
Ah.
yeah.
One of actually, there's an image of in my head of Stanley Tucci is the that awful Transformers movie where the product placement couldn't be on the nose any harder if it tried. Remember, he converts the magic material into a one of the little speakers by Beats by Dre, and then holds
Yeah.
that up, and you're like, oh, like come on, man, just why don't you say this movie is brought to you by Dr. Dre? It's just yeah, that really just it annoyed me. But anyhow, he's a wonderful actor generally. But I do would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when that conversation was had, where he has to do that. He might not have even known actually what it was that he was going to be holding up. I can't remember if he actually said Beats by Dre or something. But it was terrible. Sorry, they sidetracked that.
So I guess Iran is attacking more than just the military bases. So, like for example, they attacked UAE. I heard that they attacked what is that one building? The
Well, they've
Burj
attacked the US bases in the UAE and Oman and a few other places.
Okay, but
don't
I
think
think
they've
it all.
Saudi Arabia
What
yet.
is it? The Burj Al Arab Hotel. So. Let me see
Well
if I
done.
can so they are doing more than
That's the one that
just
Tom
the
Cruise
bases.
was on,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
So that's the
one,
Burj Khalifa.
yeah. So attacks there. I mean, it just seems like that's just the one that they could just start right away, right?
I
Within
mean,
this time, but
I've been slightly
so
sorry,
premature
brain
evacuation is better than other premature stuff. So apathy has had to leave.
because I've been out of the loop a bit the last couple of weeks. What's Trump's main reason for doing this?
So apparently it's because their claim is that Iran was close to developing a nuclear weapon, that
Again?
long-range nuclear weapon. Yeah, right.
Still,
So I don't think most people believe it. It's just
So the
it's
big
just an
beautiful
excuse.
bomb didn't work. Oh dear.
Yeah. So So they were crowing about how their bomb destroyed their nuclear facilities, and now they're saying no, they're actually that did nothing, and they're now close to developing nuclear war. So therefore, we're going to, do another attack.
I mean, it's funny. I'd like to get to live out another 30, 40 years on this earth without too many wars going on. But looks like I'm not going to be able to unless, the US pull their head in. But yeah, I just don't know why they have to be they want to play world policeman, world enforcer. I can only think it's
I
because they
mean,
didn't get
unless
in.
you're trying to distract the U.S. people from some other things, maybe.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is
Can't be it. Come on. Cannot be the case. How bizarre, how rude for you to suggest such a thing.
Well, I guess the U.S. did pass a law saying that the files had to be released, and it's all released, I think, right now, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
Oh yeah, they haven't missed any
You're right.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like I mean, again, it just comes down to Trump, I think, wanting these kind of accomplishments. And I mean, it does get his base excited, to see these things happening.
oh yeah, they really do. I've seen some of the spontaneous support for the bombing, and it's like rabid dogs. It's like they're cheering for they're like UK soccer hoodlums.
Yeah.
That's what they remind me of.
I miss
Quite
those
scary.
days.
The soccer hooligan days.
uh,
Those were the good old times.
I can remember when my mate and I were there that we were told to avoid certain pubs and certain things,
Yeah.
and it was why soccer hooligans. Okay, I only know them from God, the Yob and the people who did the famous Five in Dorset and all that sort of thing. Comic strip.
Oh yeah.
I only knew them from comedy stuff, and I went, "Is that stuff real?" Yep. Okay,
Scourge of
I'm
the
staying
80s.
away from anything that even looks soccerish. Scary shit.
But we've not really had that really for 20 odd years, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, we still get a bit of it, but there's no real
facial,
no-go areas anymore.
facial recognition and the camera situation helped sort that out.
Yeah.
So this whole Iran thing, has, Pirate Chan in the YouTube comments have been, for some reason, been going on and on about how Islam is bad and how all the atheists on the comments are uh, defending Islam, because uh, he thinks atheism is only anti-Christianity. He doesn't realize that Islam is actually a religion, and atheism is against, not against, but it's against the belief of any gods, whether it is the biblical God or Allah, and the the fact that Islam makes claims like how the moon was split in two sounds just as stupid as a donkey talking. So he just wants to make this, kind of pretend that somehow atheism is protecting Islam,
He
and
just
so
needs
he
to be
had.
kicked in the
It's
balls to
just an
his
excuse.
nosebleeds.
But the weird
Yeah,
part of that is, isn't he meant to be an atheist?
he's a
He
trans
should know better
atheist.
than that. Ah, well, my bad. Of course he is.
So
Isn't he a trans racial?
yeah, he's also transracial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uh,
transracial atheists.
yeah,
yeah.
he can defend Christianity and don't say anything against Christianity, but he, as long as he identifies as an atheist, he's an atheist. So apparently that's how it works. And so he keeps on saying that he's an atheist, but he'll keep talking about how, um, Muslim Islam, because it's worse than Christianity, that we should all be against Islam and not against Christianity, I guess. And Craig says, in defense of Islam, most Christians are ignorant of Islam and repeat what their pastors say about it.
Yeah,
The issue with Islam is that the extremists have been very in the forefront, and also Islam has theocracies that where they have state-based theocratic Muslim countries, and I don't think there is one for Christianity. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. At least not like
Well,
the Muslim
not
states.
I
not
don't
since
know
the
if
Renaissance, anyway.
anyone could hear that, but there was a shot of thunder that just hit the house where I am, that made the house vibrate.
Wow.
That is an impressive peal of thunder to make the house vibrate. And you could feel it vibrating under my feet, and you go, "Wow, that's a doozy."
Well, obviously, it's God talking to you. It,
Well, it must be, of course.
God is trying to make you.
Which one?
God's
A
really pissed
Christian.
off
Is
with
it Allah? Is it
basically.
Allah talking to you?
Yeah, it's
No,
actually
God's pissed off with the whole of Australia because he hasn't stopped beating the crap out of us since before Christmas. We got floods and other shit happening in 4 of the southern states, and we got a couple of cyclones kicking around off the coast of Queensland. Yeah. But no, let's worry about bombing people because we fucked them over back in the 50s.
So Craig's comment, Christian U.S. Bible Belt. So that's where I was going to. The U.S. is kind of or wanting to become a theocratic state, and they would, right, if it wasn't for the Constitution and some of the other safeguards that the founding fathers had put in. The U.S. could very well become a theocratic state, but it isn't. And I don't think there are any, and going back to my point, I don't think there are any Christian theocratic states right now, not in the model of, the Islamic states where, they essentially have Sharia law. And I've joked often that U.S. The Christian nationalists, the only reason they don't like Sharia law is because it's not a Christian Sharia version of the Sharia law. If they could implement a Christian version of it, they very well would, and that's what they've been trying to do. But yeah, I don't know of any.
There's two that come close.
Yeah,
You've got the Vatican itself, which is ruled by the Pope
well, yeah, I
directly,
guess so. It's kind of
and
a unique
you got
situation.
Mount Athos in Greece, which is a monk ruled island. Obviously, it's a
Yeah,
small
but
state.
in those
It's
cases, not an actual like state, right?
well, the Vatican
Like a
is considered
government.
a state.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess you're right,
The
but
Vatican is considered a government. Yeah, but it's a
but
special
are
case.
there laws based on the Bible? Like,
In
for
the Vatican,
example,
yeah.
that in the Vatican, if you blasphemed God and said "God damn it," would they put you in jail
Yeah,
or punish you? Otherwise, punish you?
I think you get fined, and then a certain amount in jail. But it's rare because
Really?
most of
Would
the
they?
people in the Vatican are
Yeah,
priests.
but
But I mean,
So priests and
are
tourists.
there actually laws in Vatican that prohibit those kind of things?
yes, they're not
Yeah.
enforced. So.
Hmm.
Plus, you can just pop down to the right, left
And
of
you'd
the
be in
balcony
Rome,
that
and
the Pope comes out of. You go to the left, go down some stairs, turn right, and you're in the papal dispensation office run by the nuns, one of the order of nuns, and you can buy dispensations, annulments, all that sort of shit there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where you can get your marriage annulled, and you can be a divorcee and come back into the church, or if you're get your monastic vows, brothers, priests, and all that. They can get them overturned and become a civilian again. It's all costs money, and yeah,
Are
I
you
had
sure
to
they
go.
haven't like replaced it yet with the vending machine?
No, no. I mean, they used to have that in some of the cathedrals back in the late Renaissance, but no, they decided that you know you've got to come to Rome now to do it, which I think is
yeah,
a bit
it's one of the reasons
ridiculous.
for the Reformation.
Yeah,
It just got
Right.
so ridiculous. It just it's one of the reasons why Luther nailed his stuff to the door. He just got pissed off of all this selling of the church.
what was it?
Well, can Trump go there and get like dispensation for having bombed another country?
Oh, that was the thing. Has everyone seen the American conclave of cardinals, bishops? They served a what did they give to the Supreme Court?
What?
They sent a brief to the Supreme Court telling
amicus brief.
An amica brief
Okay.
to the Supreme Court.
It makes you a friend of the court, sort of thing, that wants to
Yeah.
see justice done.
To say, hang on, this whole birthright citizenship that you're trying to push through and overturn is inhumane, unchristian, yeah, they really kicked Trump and all the right-wing MAGA Christians or Catholics in the nuts again. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I think it'd be pretty tough for even the MAGA to get rid of birthright citizenship.
yeah.
I mean, short of an amendment, right?
Well, they're pushing for it, but yeah, the Catholic
I
Church
mean, it's
is,
really tough to get an amendment pushed through.
yeah.
So
But hey, if he bombs some brown
more
people,
countries.
yeah,
So
he
that's
might.
where his approval rate has just been tanking. I mean, it's just Trump. I mean, it's just been really, really bad. Uh, it'll be interesting to see if this, gooses his approval rating, and whether that will lead him to do more of stuff like this. Although, I wonder how much of a bump he got from going after Venezuela. It doesn't seem like much. Especially with all the negative backlash from the ICE killings.
Yeah, that certainly hasn't helped the situation.
Yeah, I mean, whenever presidents just kind of go on kind of a foreign policy uh, bender when things are going bad on the domestic side, you have to wonder what is it, what is the real reason that you're going after another country. But yeah, I think the next maybe month or so is going to be, precarious. I think if I was I think for U.S. citizens, if you were going to travel overseas, especially, I guess any place overseas, it might be kind of dangerous.
I mean, what did I look at some stats yesterday that said Americans are immigrating out of America in record numbers, but they're not traveling, not going on overseas or out of the country holidays and that sort of shit, which is understandable. I
It's
think
it's tougher even for American citizens when they try to come back into the States. So I think it's a bigger hassle and there's more risk when you come back, just because
There's
of
been an upsurge in US applications for UK citizenship.
same in Australia.
So people who've already been on the list already are there. A lot of them are starting to apply for their citizenship, so earlier
What
than they would have done.
with the measles epidemic in America, leaving and coming back in would be, I imagine, quite a few countries would not even now let you in without vaccination. Or that's
well, but the people who
yeah,
are
it's weird.
leaving the U.S. are generally not anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
So
Yes, when you start to look at it all together, it's sort of like, yeah. Another thing, late last night, Seth Andrews, the friendly atheist, or the thinking atheist, YouTube removed his channel. No warning, no nothing. They, as of 2 o'clock this morning, no one knew why or the reason, but yeah, it's
I know a lot of leftist channels
causing
that
a
have been
lot of
abruptly
people,
demonetized.
creators, to start backing
People
up
who've
their
never had
channels
trouble.
because they might be called a domestic terrorist. But yeah, that's just something that's happening on the avant-garde front, if you like. So yeah, Seth's really good, and I don't think, who knows, but yeah, it could quite
That happened
possibly
to him
be
last
this.
month, didn't it? It
Sorry,
took
that
him
was me. I
like a
can't
few
talk
days
for
to
too
come
long
back
anymore.
online.
what was that?
It's all right.
It
I can't
happened to
talk for too
Seth
long.
last month.
Did it? So that's
Yeah,
twice.
he got
Oh,
his
Yeah, he was
account
taken
taken
down.
away.
I'd
Yeah, I
say
know
if
when he was
that's
taken down, then he came back in, right? Or he
Yeah,
got
the next day.
reinstated.
Yeah,
And then did that happen again?
yeah, happened last night.
Oh, wow. What is going on?
I would say in that case, it sounds like a concerted, an organised
Attack.
attack on him.
yeah.
Someone like Neppy, who's got 300 accounts, keeps complaining about it.
Wow. I know he has an event coming up with that has who is it? Erica and Forrest, and I think he's
That's a good
organizing that.
combo.
Yeah, I think it's in like March. So not that it's pretty soon, in fact. So I wonder if it's because of that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe. Um, they just need J Mike in there as well to add someone who knows their way around philosophy a little better than either of them. So that then means they've got Seth, the Bible guru, a couple of scientists who know their way around human stuff, and yeah, you got your
Well, I
basis.
mean, Forrest and Erica have a bit of an overlap, so
There's a
the
big
extra
overlap, so
person,
you could swap
yeah,
one of them out.
yeah, they if they could replace one of them with Justin, that would cover
Yeah,
it.
another good combo. But then you double up religious knowledge. That being said, Seth's is not necessarily as detailed
Yeah, yeah, it's
as
not. Yeah,
Justin's. His is something exceptional.
yeah.
So
I mean, I know that a lot of people have been kind of talking about how the AXP is going downhill, and in a certain sense, they're true. It's true. I mean, I think just because the landscape has been changing, and people like Justin and his gang, the younger gang, has essentially been taking over and becoming more relevant. Not to mention the line. I think the line has been more effective in getting people in. Um, although I
Yeah.
haven't seen the number of the subscriber number in the line recently, but I think the AXP has kind of gone down in relevance, and it's really been they've been just going on just based on how long that they've been around, and there seems to be kind of a dearth of people calling into the show. Would you agree?
Yeah, they haven't innovated at all
Well, the
throughout.
recent innovation is them going on TikTok.
Yeah, and this mobile version. Oh fuck! I hate that. You can't fast forward on it.
Well, so that's why they generally have two versions, and Justin does the same thing as well. They
Yeah,
have the horizontal and the vertical, and yeah, the vertical sucks because you can't you also can't or maybe you can. Yeah, I
you
know you
can't
can't
double speed or anything like that.
yeah, the speed, because generally what I do is like I I'd kind of catch it on and go to the beginning and just listen at like 1.5 speed, and then just kind of catch up. And you can't do that on the vertical. Yeah, limping at present, but they are bringing in kind of newer hosts, and besides Justin, I oh this is on March 8th. They're bringing the whole gang, Ian, allegedly Ian, and Dr. Blitz. So that one kind of makes it interesting. And I think those guys are doing that because it is a way for them to build up subscribers. Uh, at least
I mean, it helped them to have the skeptic on this week. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I thought that
he
was
was
good too.
he was
it
less
took me a
round
while
in
to
the
recognise him,
faces
though.
compared to what we used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was less circular than I was expecting.
Yeah. It's more up and down with holes in the.
Yeah,
But the real issue is the people that are calling in or not calling in.
yeah.
You get the regulars that you've just heard the same stuff over and over. Um, when I watch, like for example, Dr. Blitz, those people are just random people from TikTok generally, and different sources, of course. But um, it makes it more interesting, I think, not just listening to kind of different set of idiots making their arguments. Although with the Dr. Blitz show, because I've been watching some of the flat earthers, and oh my God, I mean they are at the level of Florida in terms of idiocy, uh, and just
No, I
lacking
think a few of them
ability
are
to reason.
below Florida
Yeah,
because
and
Florida knows he's fucking an idiot. That's why he's so angry.
I don't know if he knows. I think he thinks he's smart, and he thinks that
Intellect
his
scares
arguments
him.
are. Was it?
It's
That
intellect
Leo bloke.
scares him. He
Yeah.
I found it all through my life that people generally, if you come across as a smart ass or you're knowledgeable in a wide area, you'll get quite a few people wanting to knock your block off because they think you're just being uppity and and Florida's reaction to anything scholarly or anything scientific is violence. He gets angry. He doesn't understand it. So, yeah, he knows he's an idiot, and his only recourse is violence.
I still feel like he doesn't consider that he thinks he's an idiot. I think there is a cognitive dissonance where he knows that he doesn't have a real argument. So he kind of goes back to the same thing over and over, even when it doesn't make sense. But in his mind, he thinks he's right. So I think that is where the cognitive dissonance comes in, where in a certain way, he knows that he doesn't have anything to as an argument. But at the same time, I don't think he feels like he's an idiot because he thinks he's right. I mean, he absolutely thinks he's right, and I think that's where a lot of his comments come from. He doesn't care what the responses are because at the end of the day, he thinks he's right.
It's a
I don't know.
sad situation. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
You would have
yeah.
come across what we call in Australia, the tall poppy syndrome. Anyone who excels or is out of the norm is pilloried by the community.
Just 1 second. Hold on just a second. Mute.
I thought
I
Blanc was going to
don't.
rock out then.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Yeah.
have like actual ringtones anymore. I mean, before it used to be kind of fun having ringtones, but now I just have it to vibrate, and I never hear ringtones anymore.
Mine, I finally worked out why I hate touch phones. It's taken me years. I'm left-handed, and because
Oh,
I got decent hands. Hang on. I can't use my right hand at all with the phone, and I've got to use my left. And it's just, yeah, my fingers keep touching the screen.
ah,
And but yeah, more left hand. The way the screen, the touch screen is set up, it dislikes left-handers. It's
well,
just like,
it's because they're sinister.
yeah, we're evil.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird things. It's like certain pens left-handers can't use. Anything with a felt or liquidy ink you can't use because right-handers pull the pen along, left-handers push the pen,
Yeah.
and you smudge all the time. It's why I like to use proper engineering mechanical pencils because
Well, you can write like Hebrew where it's in the opposite direction.
yeah, I mean that's why Paul Leonardo's writing was so weird because he had to write backwards so he didn't keep on smudging the ink.
But that's what you could do. You could write it in mirror image, and then people can just read it by looking at a mirror.
Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble over the years with being left-handed. Just like every machine in metalwork, all the lathes, the milling machines, and everything are all made for right-handers. So,
Question:
yeah,
Do, do you own a? Do you own a? Do you shoot left-handed or right-handed?
pistol right, long gun left.
Because if
Huh.
you're wanting to get yourself a Steyr, an
Yeah,
Oz-Steyr,
yeah,
you'd get the hot cartridges ejected at high speed into your eyeball.
yeah.
You fire that left-handed.
But it's a 5
That's not.
minutes.
It's
It's
not
a
ideal.
5 minute swap to go to left hand on a Steyr.
Yeah, I
But
did have a
yeah,
little chuckle over that. If you pick it up and try and shoot left-handed.
I I had a go in my younger days at Owen's gun, machine gun, and best light machine gun ever made, World War II, including up to Vietnam. That was fantastic because the guy who had it swapped it over to left-handed, and I was able to shoot a full auto machine gun and not get brass down the top and in my shoes and all over the place.
Yeah, I hate it when you get hot shells down your brass strap.
It's fucking awful. Especially, I used to go out a lot of the time in bib overalls in the bush because it's a lot easier. And the problem with bib overalls is when something falls down, it goes straight to the crotch. So a lot of the times I was jumping around because I had brass in my, my crutch was burning. I really did abuse my genitals in my younger days.
There's
But,
Well,
probably
most guys do. So
more
uh,
info.
it's like squash. What do they call it in America? I don't know, racquetball or something. I don't. I don't have a backhand. I just swap hands. I play with both hands. The same with cricket. They wouldn't let me play cricket anymore because one bowl would be right-handed, one bowl would be I'd swap over and put it in the left hand, and they had to change the field each time, and they got sick of that, so they told me I couldn't play cricket anymore.
all right, that was a good one, Craig.
Yeah,
That's the first time I've heard that one, and that's really good.
Ah, yes, yes, pay
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're scientifically wrong because you'd be
Yes,
ambisucrose, but
that's
I
right.
get what you're saying.
hmm
Isn't dextrose the MB sucrose in its own right?
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
It's
Yeah,
the
you just do
one
dextrose.
version of sucrose.
Yeah, one's the
D-sucrose is the
yeah,
common name. You've got L-sucrose is the other one.
and
Yeah.
dextrose it's the one. There's one version of it that's quite difficult to digest or impossible to digest because it's the enzymes don't pull it, don't pick it up out of the
Yeah.
gut.
L-sucrose, I think, if I remember rightly.
Mm.
It's often
Yes, don't.
bound to something else, and it gets called sucralose.
Ah, yes,
Anything with
that's the name.
sucralose in, you can't digest it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but that's
a lot.
left-handed sucrose bound to a different thing. I
Well,
think
I
it's
mean,
bound
it's
to the right
ironic
hand.
as dextrose, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
yeah, dex indicating the left and right-handed.
The old name for
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah. Levo and Dextro. They're
That was
the
pretty
common
interesting.
names for the two enantiomers, the left hand and the right hand. Though now they've got R and Z, which makes it a lot more confusing.
Has anyone ever tried
Which is to do with how
erythritol?
it,
Speaking of sugar substitutes,
Which one?
erythritol.
It's
It's one of the
vile, horrible, evil shit.
Ooh.
no. You cannot have tried it. I've got a big bag of the stuff. I bought a big bag of the stuff, and it's delicious. It's just
Is that
exactly.
the greenish stuff?
No, 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 no. It's a white powder, exactly the same sugar. Tastes almost identical to sugar. But the thing that gives it away that it isn't sugar is that if you put a spoonful of the stuff in your mouth to,
Yeah.
it tastes like sugar. It goes cold when it dissolves. So, yeah, it's really, really unusual that it goes cold when it dissolves. It also, unlike all of the other sugar alcohols, does not cause you to have gut trouble. So, sorbitol and mannitol, they're the ones that are used to, clean you out if you, and they're the ones in the. Did anyone ever read the Amazon review about sugar-free gummies?
Some of it. Yeah, I know what you
That
mean.
I read the
is
one about sugar-free polos.
no. This is the sugar-free gummies. It's one of the funniest friggin' things I've ever read
Yeah.
in my life. It's so good. But about the
Well,
guy
like the
bought a couple of bags of them
Haribo
and ate them
gummies,
all.
right?
Yeah, that's it. The sugar-free Haribo gummies. Yeah,
Yep, yep,
the little devil bears.
yeah. If you
um,
eat too many, if you just eat a
yeah,
few, it's okay.
yeah. Because the problem is your gut can't pull it. Your gut can't extract it out of and into your system. Erythritol does go straight into your bloodstream, but your body can't do anything with it, and you just pee it out. So as a result, it doesn't cause the gut issues that the other one does. So yeah, it's a
good.
really nice sugar alcohol alternative.
Is it different from xylitol, or are you talking about
Yeah,
the same thing?
no, erythritol.
Oh,
Yeah,
Xylitol sounds like a brand name, though. The xylitol might be a version of it.
xylitol.
I don't know.
okay. I just looked it
Sugar
up.
is
The
something I don't have
erythritol.
Erythritol, yeah, 4 carbon.
Yeah, it's a 4-carbon sugar alcohol, and xylitol is a 5-carbon sugar alcohol.
Yeah,
Did they still have
well, I
that
think
sugar tax in the UK?
Was it?
Sorry?
Sorry, I was just reading Craig's thing. I thought the sugar tax went away.
Oh, yeah, no, we still got it, yeah.
Oh, weird.
I
It
don't
was
think the U.S. has
reduced
a
on
sugar
certain
tax.
items.
Oh, you know what? I think in like New York City, there were some kind of taxes for kind of sugar, like sugary drinks and stuff, or that was attempted. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but yeah, they're trying to discourage use or drinking sugary soft drinks.
I know the sugar tax goes back. Christ. When they first started bringing
20 odd
sugar
years.
into the UK, yeah, it's an old tax. It's got nothing to do with health. One of the weird taxes they have, just like the window tax. Do they still have that?
no, I don't think so.
Window tax?
That was got rid of in the 1800s.
No.
Yeah, there are like if
I've
you
been
have a
reading
look,
some old books.
yeah, you look up. There's
We've
windows
still
that have
got the
been
tea
bricked
tax
over.
and the stamp tax.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there was the remember there was also the tax that was on the width of buildings, street frontage. So you ended up with those
Yeah.
buildings that are basically as wide as the front door, but they go a long way back and a couple of stories high.
Yeah, they're wedge shaped.
Yeah,
Weird.
or even if they're
There
not
used to be a
wedge
door
shaped, they're
tax as well.
just
At the
ways
same
to
time as the
try and
window
make it
tax,
easier.
there's the door tax.
The chimney? I think there was something. Chimney tax? Oh, I don't know. I got an excuse now. My brain's not working properly.
Since we're kind of, I think, running out of things to talk about, is there a topic that you guys want to bring up for next week?
The problems living with radioactive fallout.
How delicious lead-containing paint chips are as a use like salt, use like sugar on your breakfast cereal. I think a lot of the what do you call them? The troll theists use that. It's one of their favourite sweetening agents. Or
Yeah, I
maybe
think
they're
I've
just
had
using
enough.
maybe they're just using straight lead sugar. That's a
I
real
think
thing.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
yes, there was a theory that that's why you
We
used to
can talk about
mix.
how bad England have been doing in the Six Nations, if you want.
Ha. Yeah. We're kicking the ass a little bit there.
It's our own fault.
Actually,
And
it
it's
is.
funny
crap.
that Pirate Chance does seem to be obsessed with my comments. So whenever I post a comment, he'll start calling me a coward and asking me for about what is a woman again, despite me having gone through that over and over to the point where I'm
But
bored of
what
it.
is what is a woman?
Something he'll have to pay for.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's ever given his own definition, has he?
No,
Yeah, I don't
not to
think
my
so
knowledge.
either. Yeah.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
I did have something. Was it? No, sorry. I was going to bring up education differences in different
Craig.
countries. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Craig, I don't know if you're actually kidding or not. More problem Bible verses discussion.
Craig's a glutton for punishment, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by
The
the
old
way,
I woman Emmanuel things.
oh my God, that whole Emmanuel thing is just it's getting.
I don't know.
I mean, it just goes in a circle because they just refuse to even like acknowledge that it doesn't apply. I mean, anyway, I in their mind, I know it does, but oh, so he is serious.
Maybe if we all have a think and get back to Q before next week, say Wednesday or something, about some topics, because they change. Everything's changing at the moment.
Yeah.
Might be
Although
the
you know
idea.
that Genesis 2:7 thing has come back up a little bit because Florida keeps in he's trying to say it's not abiogenesis because you know it's not about he keeps on thinking abiogenesis is about how life comes to. Oh, hello, Steve-O.
Hey guys.
Hey,
How's it
Steve-O.
going?
All right, another day in the books.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, has anyone heard from John?
No, I
I
haven't.
sent him a quick email just to find out if everything is okay.
I sent him one too this week, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if he's busy or whatnot, and just kind of detoxing from being online, I can certainly understand. But yeah, I hope things are okay.
Hey Craig, that's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we can try to come up with some topics that
Yeah.
by Wednesday, get them all to queue, see what we go. But yeah, I don't know why. I read something that Florida was ranting on about chemicals can't be called alive or living. Who the fuck's
Yeah,
claiming
that's
that
so.
chemicals are alive?
That's in
So
response
that's
to
his
me.
argument. I mean, the thing is, he thinks
Yeah.
abiogenesis is if a non-living material becomes like a sentient human being. That's what he considers abiogenesis, and
Spontaneous generation is
and he
basically what he
doesn't.
thinks it is.
He thinks that it doesn't apply to Genesis 2:7 because he acknowledges that it starts with inorganic dust, but because God did something to it, somehow it's not abiogenesis. So
Special pleading.
Of
yes,
course.
it's definitely
It's
special
always special
pleading.
pleading.
Special
Yeah.
thinking.
Special boy.
Of course he is.
He's our special boy.
Aww.
But it does
Speaking
seem
of-
like he will never come back on, despite having said that he would be on the following week. So
No, he
2
did.
years
He
ago.
wants to.
No.
It's
he just
been
wants
almost
to
3
fix
years
it,
now.
people.
So
Steve-O, you're a special
It's
boy too.
impossible now.
Don't let
Oh,
anyone
I know
tell
I
you
am. I know I am. I'm not gonna lie, I am.
That's right. Thanks to all the good words in the chat, but yeah, no, I've basically got two genetic conditions that 1 in a million people get, and yeah, I'm not going to kick the bucket yet. I probably have a few more decades left in me, but yeah, you can't
But
help your genes.
you'll slowly turn into a turnip along the way.
Yeah,
So you've
I'll-
got turnipism. It's not very well known.
yeah. The thing with the asbestos is sort of okay. If you're going to have anything to do health related with asbestos, having calcified deposits of it in your heart and lungs is the best thing you can have, because that means
Really?
it won't turn to cancer.
Oh.
It just means that you got a dose of asbestos when you were young, between 30, normally shows up about 30 years after exposure. It just means that bits of mainly your heart and your lungs are turned to stone. So if you have any other compound breathing problems or any old heart problems, it just means you've got to work a lot harder. So yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's just yeah, got to
It's
make
something
some
you just gotta learn to
lifestyle-
manage. That's all it really is.
Yeah, I got to make some lifestyle changes, and the hardest one is giving up the fucking tobacco.
Oh,
shit.
that's a rough one. I know that's true. And I was never a smoker. It just was something that seemed kind of stupid to me right from the beginning. But everyone else in my family was really.
Well, see, I was literally born in a pub, so I've been in a high smoke environment from day one, and
You're a
smoking
fuck from to begin with.
yeah, I was, yeah, but yeah. So if anyone's got some good ideas about how to kick the tobacco, give
Caffeine.
us a bell.
Well, look at me. I'm still struggling with that with myself right now.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, have you
I'm
guys
now.
tried
Caffeine
like
hits most
maybe
of the same
substituting it? Well,
bits
I
of
mean,
the
caffeine
brain
I
that
don't think
nicotine
is strong
does.
enough.
It's not.
So
It's not.
maybe try like heroin. I think that would help.
Well,
I don't think my heart can take it.
Hey, Ook, there's
Yeah.
there's an unusual potential angle that you might try. You might be able to get the doc to help you out. I don't know whether he'd go there or not, but these new GLP-1 agonists, so the Mounjaro and Ozempic, at least in the early stages of taking them, they seem to interfere with addiction. So they like take away addiction.
yeah,
That is
I-
true.
And
I've heard the second one, the Mozambique or something.
Munjaro.
Manjaro. I've
Yeah,
actually
Yeah.
my mom's on that
Yeah.
right now. It helped her out a lot with a lot of her addictions.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
it seems to do that, and they haven't got the faintest idea how that works. But it cannot help you with your physiological part of the addiction. That thing
Yeah.
you'll have to, but your body will get over that,
Yeah.
in its own time. But the psychological cravings, yeah, that seems to be a thing it does. So it might be an option.
Yeah,
All
because
right. Good. Yeah. I'll mention that.
my mom first started it, she was grossly overweight. I mean, she was like 270 and 5'7". She dropped about 60 pounds since then, and she has stopped eating a lot. She can't kick her smoking habit. That's a problem, but it helped her with at least her eating.
Mm.
But then
Yes,
again,
it
she,
Well, I
turns
mean,
out.
it is a hormone that that affects the brain's reward circuits, right?
ah,
So that could be why it helps
Yeah.
against addictions in general.
So yes, it's an interesting one, but yeah, it's worth asking the question, if for nothing else.
Hmm.
yeah,
I
give it a try.
know
It might work for you.
one of the problems is I think I need something to take my mind off it. I'm now 12 hours without a smoke, but
Wow,
Have you
it's
that's
thought of
tough.
have
That's
you thought
rough for a
about
person.
taking up heroin? That'll take your
um,
mind off it.
We
yeah.
already did that,
Well,
Clark.
Yeah, it
I
was
got
Crack
good.
cocaine.
I got morphine coming out my ears that I could play with. I've also got heaps of marijuana, but the problem with marijuana is it really doesn't go well with the asbestos in the lungs. It,
Yeah, it is
yeah,
rough. Talk,
yeah.
speaking from a former smoker,
Mm.
you know,
It, it yeah, it just shuts it
Put it in
down.
food.
Edibles, I don't like being with all the drugs that I'm on. I'm really hesitant about taking anything that makes me a bit trippy. And every time I've taken a gummy or a bit of THC butter, I get a bit trippy, and I
Mm.
don't want to fall over.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's one of those things that. But yeah, it's
That's why I can't have them anymore.
yeah, you got to. It's one of those things, and I mean, I had an argument yesterday with the doctor, the gastro doctor. He said it's impossible for someone not to make cholesterol or absorb cholesterol. And I went, well, it fucking is. 1 in a million, yes, but it is. And he went, you're fat. You must be fat. And I went, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm 183 centimeters and my weight has dropped down to now 80 kilos. I'm not fucking fat, you fucking dickhead.
You might with that weight profile, you might struggle a little bit to get a prescription for Manjaro though. Ozempic does the same when it comes to the mental thing, but it's not as powerful when it comes to weight loss.
Yeah.
So,
And I
so
mean,
yeah,
I've been trying to put weight back on. It took me 2 years to get back up to the 100 kilos.
No, that might make it
Yeah,
even
but
harder.
according to the BMI, I'm obese at
Oh, are you
180.
serious?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
183. And
No, mate, can't be.
yeah,
No. There's no way. That is definitely not true. Somebody's
Crystal
telling you
checked
wrong.
it. No, I'll get.
Because
I didn't
I'm
think it was
one.
right.
I'm 179, and it's 77 kilos for 179. Is
My
the
my height varies.
low weight.
My height varies up to 10 centimeters in the course of a week with
But
my
you're
spinal problems.
no. Well, well, we're not worried too
Yeah,
much
you're
about
going you're
your
going to have to
ability to bend
do.
over.
Yeah, it should be like based on your max. So, what is it? You're 180 some
Uh,
centimeter or
normally about I hover
And
around 180. About
and
5
what is your
centimeters.
weight?
My
What
weight,
what were you when you're young in height?
I
What's your
was
height?
185 according to my
That's fine. We'll just
license,
use 180. What is your weight now?
and I used to fight at 110 kilos.
And what is that in stones?
Uh, Pounds, hang on.
So you're, oh wow, you're right. It does fall around 34. Your BMI in the
Yeah,
obesity range. That, I mean, but yeah, BMI
it's weird.
really sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even stood up and said, he said, show me your stomach. And trigger warning. And I went, yeah, that's my stomach. And he said, oh, you've got a tummy. And I went, what? Fuck off.
I do got. I don't feel bad. I got one too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, the one thing I'll have to say to everyone is honestly take control of your own health. You can't let the doctors leave it in the hands of doctors or anything. You gotta push. Because if it wasn't for me pushing and for Crystal pushing, wouldn't have found out why I've been so crook the last few months. And once you know, all the worry's gone. You can work on fixing the problem or making it at least as comfortable as you can. And for me, that's the big thing. Remove the mystery and attack the problem. But yeah, thanks for your support, guys.
Hey, no problem. We're here for you.
Yeah. I don't know what calculator you were using, you guys, but the Heart Foundation Australia says 180 kilos at 180 centimeters at 80 kilos is 24.7, which is just a fraction into the healthy range.
Wait, I thought it was 110 kilo, 110 kilos.
No. That was when he was boxing. No, 80 kilos is his current.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then
I'm
you're
80.
definitely not.
Yeah.
You're
No.
definitely not obese.
No,
Yeah.
and not overweight either. It's considered in the healthy range.
Yeah.
I went to the cardiologist on Monday, got measured at 179 centimeters, went to the lung guy on Wednesday, and I measured 181 centimeters. And with degenerative disc disease and having the artificial joints in the spine, it moves. My height really does go crazy.
Yeah, if they measured your height a little bit below 180, you would hit the overweight just at the like the low end of the overweight. So
Yeah. So if you're a smidge under 180, it's like if you get to say what was 179, that will push you just over the line.
yeah.
But I mean, I knew guys when I was in the Olympic standard martial arts. I knew guys that were playing world class rugby, and some of them were. And I only know the imperial measurements. One guy was 6'2" and 100. Oh, hang on, I don't know how. No, okay, 6'2", and he was 135 kilos. And I also knew another guy.
135 kilos?
135 kilos.
Wow.
Okay.
And I know another guy, a Samoan. He was 5'11" and 130 kilos. And you wouldn't call either one of them fat. You would call them
Stout.
Big boned.
genetic freaks.
Oh.
The muscles,
They look fat, but they're muscle. They're not fat.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see what I'm talking about, go and type into YouTube genetic freaks of rugby.
Okay.
And you'll see some guys there. And they were the guys that I used to play with and spar with. And yeah, I don't know where all this weird BMI and shit is coming up with. I can go to one site and it says I'm obese, goes to another one and says, no, you're not. Yeah, they're weird. But yeah, the trying to do a video call to the gastro guy and he's saying, nope, that condition you have can't happen. And you're overweight, you must have had diabetes. Oh, for fuck's sake. All my blood work for the last 30 years, sugar has been on the low side of normal. I don't have diabetes.
Hmm.
You got to really stand up and know your own health to basically tell the doctors they're wrong, because otherwise they just push you aside. And it's not their fault, they're just overworked. I can't say they're underpaid because they're not.
By the way, Craig, to answer your question, no, he hasn't tagged me in anymore. But speaking of cowards,
Oh, here we go.
so 18 minutes ago, Pirate Chan apparently was listening to the stream without coming on the
Oh,
live chats. What?
Ah,
What a little whiny bitch!
come on, man. Nut up or shut up.
Oh my god. Oh, I guess maybe he was responding to Tuna Man's point. But
Is he
anyway,
an American? Do we know?
I don't know. I don't respond to him because
He's
he's just continuing
he's
using the R slur. I
He's just a
don't
whinger.
have appetite. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So
But
anyway,
yeah,
that
anyway,
was kind of
guys,
funny.
thanks for the support.
All right. With that, I'll end it here. So thanks, Craig, for staying up again, and Neo as well for staying up. And thanks, everyone, for joining. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Sweet
all right.
as.
See you.
Hit the
Bye
like
all.
button.
cheers, guys.
Challenge your beliefs, let the silence break the silence, shake the faith. Truth survives, the heart is quick. Hold to truth, no more opaque. Reason's voice, it sings so clear through fear we hear. Cut through the noise, dissolve the fear. Rise above what you revere. No more shadows dressed as truth. Light reveals what lies uncouth. No more chains disguised as proof. Reason frees the mind uncouth. Let the evidence ascend. This is fallacy's end. Scriptures written in disguise, veiling men in holy lies. Faith without a place to land. Truth that crumbles when it's scanned. Show me logic carved in flame, not a God who hides in shame. Test the world and break the spell. Truth survives where falsehoods fail. Hold your beliefs, let the silence break the silence, shake the faith. Truth survives, the heart is quake. Hold to truth, no more opaque. Reason's voice, it sings so clear through fear we hear. Through the noise, dissolve the fear. Rise above what you revere. No more shadows dressed as truth. Light reveals what lies uncouth. No more chains disguised as proof. Reason frees the mind uncouth. Let the evidence ascend. This is fallacy's end. No more shadows, only blind.